So here we are with LA2 Angel Ortiz, old friend, long time. And actually, I hooked up with El probably about, 20 years ago now, right?
Yeah, been in this journey for a long time, but we still here doing what we do.
Absolutely. Throwing up the big L for the Lower East Side.
Lower East Side.
Big PR for the Puerto Ricans.
Hey, Puerto Rican shout out, you know what I'm saying?
So what happened is El came to me probably about 20 years ago. And his complaint is that he had been part of the whole Keith Haring show, basically. Actually, in my opinion, he made Keith Haring, because Keith Haring did the Radiant Baby, the Barking Dog, and the Three-Eyed TV. And then he searched out this kid who was in school called LA2, Angel Ortiz, and he hooked up with him. So he really wanted to be partners with him. And now the interesting thing about LA2 is he really does his signature LA2, the Crew TNS, sometimes CBS, and LA Rock. And so Keith was just, those three images, basically. Very clever, very smart, but just graphics. And once he hooked up with LA2 filled in all the rest, and it became the picture plane. And right from the very first show at Tony Shafrazi, that Keith Haring show, they had this little sort of savage-looking kid, because at that time, this is early 80s, they liked that whole sort of primitive savage thing. And LA2 for a picture kind of worked that way. Here's this, brown-skinned kid with his shorts and his top off and standing there, and you have Keith Haring. Now, Keith Haring in the end is not the bad guy. It's really the foundation and the money and the other people that kept him separated out. All right, so here we have the Phillips catalog, and in the Phillips catalog, here we have the Basquiat on one page and the LA2 Keith Haring collaboration on the other page. Once Keith Haring hooked up with LA2 and they covered the whole picture plane, it became fine art. And if you look at that fine art, the difference between that and a Jackson Pollock is a Jackson Pollock was just drips and was also just emotion, covering the picture plane, which was a big breakthrough in art history and all of that. But this is also with content. So this is a Jackson Pollock, like a Jackson Pollock, only with content, which really kicks it into another level and another sort of position in fine art history. So up here you have a real Banksy?
Yeah.
And so with that Banksy, how'd you get the Banksy?
Banksy's, I have a friend named Jonathan that collect art for been a while. He's an art dealer, and he shows my art, he sells my art, and he's a big Banksy collector. Yeah.
And this one over here is a collaboration with Kostabi.
Yeah, there's Mark Kostabi. He gave me like 6 canvases to work on, so these are some that I'm working on, and he has clients in Italy that loves LA too. I do good in Italy, so he's like, LA, just if you want, we could trade the art or you could work on it, and when I go to Italy, I'll sell it and I'll give you back the money. So back when I was young, I used to do my artwork, playing with a quick drawing for a couple $100. But now it's not about the money anymore. It's about my health, I'm in recovery, and I'm focusing on staying healthy and things like that. So, and then I got some prints. I got Crash and WKRS. They guys that, these are artists that are upcoming. They're doing their thing and they want to do a war together. So I'm working on some prints just to get an idea how the war going to look and stuff like that. So there's just a lot of things going on,
So actually in the last couple of years, a lot of people have been coming out of the woodwork to work with you.
Basically, yes. I flew down to Miami like last month to see the Woodward Wall over there, the Wentworth Wall.
But now you're doing a Wynwood Wall?
Yeah, they want me, so like the way you said, the guy Tony, his partner is Tony. He owns the wall over here now. And he said, I want you to have a show over here in Miami on November. They want me to do a mural on the 10-year anniversary of that place over there down in Miami, the one where. So he told me to paint the wall with him, Bobby. And I told him I would not even want to paint the wall with Bobby. I did that many years ago.
Oh, he wanted you to paint the wall with
Bobby?
Yeah,
to get the publicity going. LA2 from do the wall in Bobby, because I'm from the Lower East Side. That wall, I seen so many art goes up there and they just go over it. And it reminds me of 5 Points. Everybody, just doing beautiful artwork and then they're just destroying it for another artist to do their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But the stuff has just become so commercial. It's just commercial art. And a lot of times it lasts for a long time. It's when somebody really peeves somebody that they go over and knock it. But, I need a little comeback too. But anyway, that's up to you.
Yeah. I'm definitely, it's just something that's down the line, It's a couple good things happening.
Yeah, it's great. No, you're doing very well.
So I got the One World War, February, go to London, and go to Italy. So things just taking it step by step. But before I go anywhere, I got to make sure that my mind, I'm where I have to be, and that's what I'm working on right now. Is just on my recovery and staying focused
But you've been on
and
recovery now
enjoying
for
life.
2 years.
Yeah, I've been on 2 years, but remember,
Totally
I
straight.
started young when I was a kid running around with the Quaaludes and the mushroom, dropping out of school, filling his dream. You know, it was crazy 80s, the 80s scene, and a lot of people never recovered from the 80s. They all passed away, sticking with each other, HIV. The only thing that kept me alive, I like women. I'm from the Lower East Side. If I was born in the village, it would have been a different story. But I'm here, and I'm still doing what I love to do. I'm creating every day, and just having fun, man. Just keeping what I do.
And over the years, you've been with like Madonna, all these, almost anybody you could think of at the 80s that was famous, Grace Jones. I mean, he was with them all.
Yeah, I'm like the last of the Mohicans, It's not too many, they all gone, Richard passed away October,
Richard
Butzke, yeah, But anyway, like I said, it's all good. I'm here with Clayton, supporting. We're gonna continue, we're gonna continue this fight,